Hi YouTube, UnionJackGamer here, and
Matthew Movies.
okay, so we're here with San Diego Comic-Con 2017 exclusives, Wave 1 and Wave 2. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so, Wave 1, number 1, Bodhi.
Yeah, I was baffled that they didn't have a pop of him up until now. He was such a great character in the movie. Like, he was one of my favorite parts. I think it was shocking that it took this long, and frankly, I think it kind of sucks that it's an exclusive. I thought it should be a common, but at least it's finally out there. I'm hoping eventually, at some point, there'll be a common, because he was such a pivotal character. Like, it's not, it's not a minor character at all. So I'm shocked that it's taken this long and that it's an exclusive. But like I said, at least he looks awesome, I'd say.
Yeah, he does look incredibly detailed, but I was the same when they first announced it and put it up on the screen. I mean, I did that reaction on Facebook, and I was like, what? Who is that? Oh, wait. Oh, it's him. Wait, he's not already a pop? Really?
Yeah.
And it was like, why, Funko? Why? Why? And why make him an SDCC exclusive? So, yeah,
honestly, what they choose to be exclusives sometimes just absolutely baffles me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the pop itself and how it ties into just looking like the rest of your Rogue One pops with the boxes and stuff, but the way they've released it, not happy with it. No.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%.
No, if they had Bodhi with his gun or something and made this an SDC exclusive, that I could understand, but doing this with it, no.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if somewhere down the line you might get a comment of it, but kind of seems ass backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so number 2, another Stormtrooper.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my reaction. Like, who needs more Stormtroopers at this point? I mean, again, it's a cool looking pop, but who needs more Stormtroopers, really?
Exactly. I mean, they've essentially just taken the same mold. I'm sure that gun is from somewhere as well, so that's the same. So they've just altered the head slightly, and then said, this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. No, this is where they're outstretching the boundaries again.
No, I agree 100%. Like, I mean, it was different in the past when you had like a Stormtrooper versus like a Sand Trooper versus like an AT-AT driver. I mean, at least there is some significant differences there. I mean, they're all Stormtroopers, but like this to me just looks static. It looks so much like the ones we've already got. I couldn't possibly muster up enough emotion to care.
No, which is a shame, and they've made it Rogue One as well. So the 2 Rogue One exclusive we've got, one should be a pop anyway, and one no one really cares about. So that's almost like a kick in the crotch for Rogue One.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Okay, next one. So Supreme Leader Snoke 6-inch. Wow.
I think this looks awesome. I'm stoked to see it. Again, it falls under the same category of one that I wish was not going to be impossible to get. But I mean, I think it's awesome. Oh, yeah, I thought the character was really cool. He reminds me a lot of like General Hux, where it's much more about like the potential than what we've seen so far. Like, I love the setup for the character, so I'm excited for that alone. You know what I mean? And
it's glow in the dark too.
Yeah,
which is, which I can see this actually glowing in the dark, because out of everything back here, I think 2 glow in the dark, and they're all supposed to glow in the dark, especially this one here, this glow in the dark twin pack, Batman and Superman. That's supposed to glow in the dark. They don't glow in the dark, and it's under a skylight window, so it should charge in the day somehow. But yeah, and also as well, Star Wars, they don't really release 6-inch pops. They've released the little monster thing from Empire Strikes Back before, but that's it. And I've never, for some reason, they don't release 6 inches very often. So to get this,
there's the Wampa right there.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. You can luckily I've got that in shot on Matthew's screen, but yeah, exactly. And that's the. For some reason they haven't released, which is a shame because there's so many big characters in Star Wars.
For sure.
Why not do more 6 inches? So, I mean, Doctor Who even has 2, 6 inches, and that's not as big as Star Wars. So,
I mean, the only other one I could think of is the one from Return of the Jedi. I can't think of the name of the creature off the top of my head, but where like Luke and the Gamorrean guard fall down. that guy obviously is big too. So that's the only other one I can think of off the top of my head. And then like animals, like I actually have another one back there, but the dewbacks, the equivalent kind of. But yeah, I'm surprised there haven't been more 6-inch because there's so many creatures that you could make 6 inches.
Maybe this is the start of something, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe. Okay, so next one we have is the R2-D2 and Leia twin pack. I want this! I'm just gonna say it right now. I want this. I will fight tooth and nail to get this. You know, I love my twin packs, and to see this as well, I love this.
I think it's really cool. I like the concept of it, but like, I'm less excited about it than you are. I think it's really, really a cool concept, and I mean, Leia is such an amazing character. It's always awesome to see more of her for sure. But it's like one moment in one of the, well, I guess 2 moments in one of the films. So it's kind of a little bit like, for me, a little bit. But I think the look of it's awesome. I like the look of R2 where it's slightly different, which I think that's cool. It's about time they did a different mold of him, especially since everything else seems to have been upgraded so much in the subsequent time. So, but I really like the concept of it. I personally wouldn't rush out to get it, but I'd be very excited to get it.
Oh, I will. I mean, I like as well that they've done Leia in a whole new mold, because they could have just took the old Leia mold and made it, you know, blue.
For sure.
And that's it. And they didn't. They've made a whole new mold for Leia, and then to do R2 as well, they've actually made him into an actual bobblehead as opposed to a weird wobbly thing that they've done in the past. So I will fight tooth and nail to get this twin pack. Watch this space, I will get it.
So it sounds like if you had to pick any of them, this is the one you're getting?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I love twin packs as it is, and then to have this one, which is like a pivotal moment of my childhood, yes, I will get it. And with Carrie Fisher unfortunately gone, it was a nice tribute to her as well.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
If I had to pick one, I'm not 100. I would either be Snoke or Bodhi. But again, I feel a little ripped off that I would have to pick Bodhi.
Yeah, exactly. Is that we've said it before, we've said it again. There's no need to make him an exclusive. If he was in the film 5 minutes, we could kind of understand. He wasn't. He was in the film pretty much from the first 5 minutes for all of it. So. So anyway, let's move on to wave 2. It's like as if they made this entire 2 waves for you, Matthew. It is if they like just went into your mind and went, right, what would he like? And then
for sure,
this is it. So
I love Scott Pilgrim. I think this is such a great movie, such a cool story. So I was pretty stoked to see this for sure.
The only thing is that obviously this is Scott Pilgrim with the Destiny Sword and 2,000 pieces, which is going to make it rare.
Impossible. Yeah.
I mean, we might get more chance of it in the UK because we way it works with the UK is they kind of all just get shipped to one store. Whereas, whereas in American stuff they're in different stores. So in the UK it's just the one store. So we might get more of a chance to get it in the UK, but it's 2,000 pieces. So, but in terms of the pop itself, what do you think? Do you like it as a massive Scott Pilgrim fan?
I think it looks really, really cool. I mean, the one issue I had with like the Scott Pilgrim pops in the past is that they are kind of plain Jane to a degree, but having the sword there with I think that just really ups the ante and makes it look a lot cooler to me. So I like it a lot.
Yeah, I thought you would definitely. Okay, moving on. So we now have NECA Scott.
Yeah.
I tried to find out if this was limited to any pieces. And I can't see anything online that it is, so maybe this is just going to be a limited edition. So that, at least if people can't get the Destiny Sword one, they can get this one, and at least sort of have the mold at least.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but essentially it's the same pop, just in black and white with green, with red eyes. So
I mean, the same holds true. I still think it looks awesome. I mean, in some ways it even looks kind of cooler because of like the coloring and stuff like that, but at the same time, I've never been a big fan of when they just change the paint job. I think that's a bit of a cop out every time. But absolutely. I still think it looks pretty rad though. So I would be pretty excited to have this one as well.
Absolutely. Okay, next one we have is Roxy Richer again. Why have they not made this pop sooner? Why?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like the Scott Pilgrim, there's so many characters that I think would look cool and be cool to have, but I think the design of her character was definitely like way up there as one of the cooler ones. And I mean, as a big fan of the series, I think this looks awesome.
And I love the detail they put into this pop as well. I mean, you can even see the fur around her boots and the rip in her tights and everything.
Yeah. The rip in the tights is what I went to right away. I think that's such a great detail.
Yeah, and I'm hoping like that belt is actually like molded on, not just a decal, because that would make it so much more like a proper statue, like you see for 70, 80 quid. And this is going to be what, 15 at the con. So again, but only 2,500 pieces, so again, gonna be far to get above.
Yeah.
All right, next one. So our first non-pop of this, the Dorbs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Dorbs guy. I mean, and if I was gonna be a Dorbs guy, I wouldn't want to get a 3-pack of all this exact same character with different painting and one with a sword, one with a guitar. This is definitely not something that appeals to me in any way, other than the fact that it's Scott Pilgrim.
Exactly, and the thing is as well is that they seem to have took NECA Scott and Destiny Scott from this con, and then they've took Astro Boy Scott from the last one when we did NYCC, and they've just like, hey, we'll just Dorb form it. Boom, 500 pieces. No one's going to get their hands on this, so it's going to be flipper prices. And it's like as if this one's been targeted for flippers. So and it's very, very little work by Funko. But again, I'm like you. I'm not a Dorbs fan, so I won't be rushing out to get this at all. And my other half loves Scott Pilgrim. So
I mean, how could you not?
It's his favorite film as well.
So good.
Alright, so final one. So final one of wave 2, which is the Rock Candy Ramona Flowers. Are you a Rock Candy fan? No, I'm not either. No.
I mean, I will say, I think the design of that is pretty awesome. Like it really fits the world of Scott Pilgrim, and like I said, I'm not a rock candy person, but just looking at that, it seems like if I was going to be, Scott Pilgrim would be a great series to be in rock candy form, just because it fits the style of the film in the comics to a great degree, and I think that looks really cool. But I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I've never been a rock candy fan. But for me as well, from a collector's point of view, with Pops, you can at least try and get all the Scott Pilgrim Pops. With Dorbs, you can try and get all the Scott Pilgrim Dorbs. With this, it's going to be one Ramona Flowers Rock Candy.
Yeah.
But why? Why? Unless you really love rock candies.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to appeal to that many people. And I think the number as well, 1,250 pieces. You can do it as 1,200 pieces or 1,300. Don't whack it off in the middle. It's like
it does kind of feel random. I mean, I do get it. Obviously, it's like a quarter of 1,000, right? But it does feel random when it's 1,250. You're like, who came up with that number?
Exactly. So I could see people not exactly rushing out to get this and just it ending up in the flippers pile, unfortunately.
Yeah, so could I. I mean, I'm sure that there are people who are going to be like, their minds are going to be blown with excitement at this. I'm not sure how many.
I mean, they've got the hair right as well. Like, her hair is two-toned and everything, and the shading is perfect, and the detail of the figure. Sorry, that was my phone.
No.
Sorry, YouTube. My have just trying to ring me. Ignore that. So
to me, one of the better parts of it too is the design of her face. I think there's a lot of character in her face. Like, there's a look of like mischief that's there that I think was really, really well done. Like I said before, as far as rock candy goes, I think they did a great job. I just don't really care. No,
I'm in the same boat as you. So, which one would you say was your favorite out of all these two waves?
Again, it would probably come down to either Bodhi or Snoke, or I really liked Roxy too. From a design standpoint, I'd have to say Roxy. Mm-hmm. From a character standpoint, I'd probably have to go with Snoke, just because I'm so excited about the potential of the character.
Mm-hmm.
Like General Hux to me is one of the underrated characters in the new series, because I think it's such an interesting idea to like set up this kind of like middle management guy, and like I'm very interested to see where that goes. And that's the same thing that applies to Snoke for me, other than obviously he's not middle management. But I'm just so excited to see where the potential of the character goes. What about you?
Oh god, it's got to be the 2-pack. Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. I will be hammering down the doors to get that. And literally, it probably is the one I'm so excited for right now. Obviously, we've got other leaks so far, which is that there's going to be a Megazord pop, which I am getting. And apparently there's going to be a Ren and Stimpy 2-pack exclusive as well. So
I feel like Ren and Stimpy pops are like so niche. I'm surprised they keep going to the well so much. I mean, I loved that show when I was a kid, when it was first on, but I've also aged like 15 years since then, and I just don't care that much anymore, and like 20 years probably, really. So I'm surprised that they're going to that well so much. It's like the Hanna-Barbera stuff. I feel like the people running the company must be big fans or something like that.
Yeah, it's been admitted by Brian Mariotti, who, by the way, once emailed me. He did. I sent him an email, and he actually responded saying, "Hey, great find. Unfortunately, we don't stock the stickers here." But I was like, Funko's CEO just emailed me. So, but yeah, he's admitted that he absolutely loves Hanna-Barbera, and he does actually have a Hanna-Barbera room in the office of Funko, which is like purple furniture and has like Top Cat in the background, which weirdly enough, Top Cat is in my background, just here my cat. So
there you go. There you go.
But
it makes me wonder if they have a Ren and Stimpy closet somewhere.
Maybe. The thing is, with Ren and Stimpy, it's kind of a sore subject for me, because I saw the Ren and Stimpy chase pops. I saw 2 lots of each. And I put out on Facebook, I was like, they're here, they're in my local store, come get them. And a flipper came in, grabbed all 4 of them, stacked them up, and they went on eBay. And to me, that's just like...
annoying? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like... So whenever I hear Ren and Stimpy now, I'm just like... Takes me back to that moment where I saw one guy come in and just take every chase pop and sell them. Oh.
I can totally understand your frustration with that, for sure.
I know. So, is there anything you're hoping for from San Diego Comic-Con, a certain pop?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, when it comes to pops now, like, they come out with so many all the time, and, like, they seem so kind of random a lot of the time, that I don't try to get myself too excited for it that much. I mean, they're, like, in the past, I was super jazzed for them to make Mortal Kombat pops, and they're finally making those. And, like, there's some Marvel pops that I would absolutely love to see, but I'm not going to hold my breath for anything because it just seems so random all the time. Like, I mean, I'd love to see, like, a Kraven pop or an Apocalypse pop, or, like, there's so many that, especially when it comes to Marvel, I mean, there's so many out there that I would just be, like, so excited to see. But again, it just feels so random. And then also, it kind of feels almost counterintuitive to hope that there's a San Diego Comic-Con pop, because they become so impossible to grab most of the time that why would you hope for something that you want when you're probably not going to be able to get it, or at least it's going to be very difficult to get.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame, but...
What about you?
Oh, well, you're going to cringe at this one, but I hope for another Batman.
I mean, you and your Batman.
It's gonna happen. Is that there probably will be a Batman exclusive?
No way. They would in this. Batman, would they?
Oh, they would. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping that they bring. I don't know. I'd quite like them to bring out a Batman Returns pop and a Batman Returns Catwoman and Penguin. But having said that, I've already got the Michael Keaton one there, so I don't think I would get... I mean, we've already had 2 Michael Keaton pops. I don't think we would get another. So I still want a Keaton pop so bad. Yeah, well...
if there was any of the classic Batman movie pops that I'd want, for me, I want a Nicholson Joker pop.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that there hasn't been one yet.
Maybe we will get one. Maybe we'll...
That would be
NYCC
cool.
exclusive. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be having this conversation in 3 months.
There you go.
But yeah, that's kind of what I hope for, and maybe a metallic black Power Ranger. That's kind of what that would then finish because this section here is all just Power Rangers, and there's a space there for Black Power Rangers. So I hope.
There you go.
I hope. So yeah, I don't think I've got anything else. Have you?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, well, I'm also looking for other YouTubers to collaborate with as well, so please get in touch with me on the links down in the description below, and please subscribe to our channels. The links are here. Just here. Alright, see you in my next video. Thanks, Matthew.
Yep. Bye, buddy.
Bye.